Alright, I'm back. I decided I'm going to do a little bit more with the Inktense. I kind of want to deepen up some of these shades, so that's what I'm going to do. And usually when I do that, I don't color directly on the page. I use the brush and apply it to the tip of the pencil. So that's what I'm going to work on now. And I'm not always the greatest at this, just so you know, but I'm gonna attempt to pull this over a little bit. I want to make sure it's still in view. If I have to change the camera angle, I got a pencil in my mouth, so that's why I'm talking funny. Let's see how that goes there. Okay, I think this will work. Maybe it'll work, right? I'm always a hot mess. I just want to, and I know I'm going to keep bumping the camera, so I'm just applying the pencil tip to the brush here. Is that on? Okay. Just making sure. You know, this is Create Space paper, but I abuse it pretty well, and it seems to, you know, do okay. The one I did last night, I used the gelatos on, and it took a lot of abuse. I put a ton of water on it. I thought for sure, I thought for sure that it was going to tear through the paper, but it didn't. It didn't. I guess I could get some gesso and try treating my pages with that first and see if that helps. Although, I'll be honest with you, I don't really have any experience with gesso at all. So, and I don't think I'm going to do this everywhere. I'm just going to do it in like certain areas where I want to have it darker and lighter and whatnot. I can hear Keith. I don't know what he's probably talking to the dog. Ranger wants to go outside and pee, but it's really raining hard. And he's like, wants no part of that. So he keeps whining that he wants to go to the door. And then when we let him out, he just stands there and looks at us with this look on his face like, fix it, you guys. But we can't. We can't. One thing about this, if you use water mediums in this, obviously it's going to cause the paper to buckle. But I like that. It makes me happy. I know like some people can't stand the idea of that, but I personally enjoy it. I know that's kind of weird, but I do. It makes me happy. I've gotten to the point now, too, where I just about think I need to wear an apron when I'm when I'm coloring with my paints or anything, because I make such a mess and I get it on my clothes. I get stickles. When I use stickles, I get them all over me. It's kind of crazy. And I've been dripping paint, and I don't want to drip the Inktense because I think it'll stain, you know. So I know I'm blacking with my hand, sorry, but it'll, when I take it away, you'll be able to see. But yeah, so like last night I wore an apron when I was using my gelatos, and that because I just didn't really I wasn't sure what I was going to be doing. And if I use distress inks, I get them all over my hands. I am messy. But I don't think needing to wear an apron is a bad thing. You know, I have several aprons that I can wear. So, and then I'll go down at the bottom there. There we go. And I'm going to touch up that pink also. Let me clean my brush out. I'm just a messy person. All my clothes have stains on them. I keep getting that star. I'll have to really go over that with that blue again, try to fix it. I heard a noise. While I was waiting for the paper to dry, I went and had, excuse me, a sandwich. Egg salad, of course, since I was talking about it earlier. And I had some Fritos. I'm not a big Frito fan, but Keith had a bag open and I had a couple. Although I have some chili left too, because I made a pot of chili a couple days ago. And I thought, oh, there's some Fritos. I'd eat some. I could pour some chili over my Fritos later for dinner. That just sounded good. Alright, and then let's get that green aquamarine shade. I don't think I need too much of that, but I'm going to try to go over that star a little bit more. I might end up doing her eye patch that color too. I don't know. Make sure it's still on camera. The Inktense, excuse me, are just so much fun. I really, really enjoy them quite a bit. Because they're so bold. You know, that's why I like them. And I'm really interested in getting a metallic, some type of metallic watercolors, but I don't know yet what I want. So right now, when I feel like using metallic watercolors, I'm pretty much just taking my extreme sheen paints and watering them down. And I like doing that. It's fun. And I like the effect it gives because it still stays really shimmery and sparkly. And I enjoy mixing the colors together. However, I will say that there isn't a huge color selection. I think there's like, I don't know. I think I have all the colors that it comes in. Although one time I believe I saw a jade shade, and I don't have that. And I don't recall ever seeing that, like, at my store where I bought them. Now, I've got some of those, a couple of them. I think I got at Hobby Lobby one time when they were 40% off. But my grocery store carries the Deco Art paint, so that's where I I pick up, you know, the majority of the ones I have just from my grocery store. So that's probably, if there are more colors, I haven't really seen them, but I did search them on Amazon recently to see if there was more shades, that in eBay to see if there was more shades, and I didn't find any. In fact, I think I looked at Michael's too. I didn't find any more than what I already have, so what I was saying is I'm interested in having some metallic watercolors. And I saw recently, well, I mean, I've been aware for a really long time about the Paul Rubens ones, and they look so beautiful. But at the time, the first time I saw those being used was like, I don't know, a couple years ago. Everybody was getting them, and I thought that was too expensive for what I was willing to pay at that time, because I didn't think watercolors was something that I was going to enjoy or be interested in. So I kind of, didn't pursue that. And then recently, I guess with all this corona and the stay-at-homes and stuff like that, I've been more interested in my water mediums again. And now I'm interested in purchasing some. So I'm considering the Paul Rubens. I'm also considering the Artisas. I just don't know like what I want. So I'm going to use that mid vermilion on her skin again and see if we can. I got to be careful of that spot though where I got all the water before. This is a really fun color for skin tone in these Karla books, especially because in the Karla books, well, in any book actually, there's no rules. You just do whatever you want. But I like doing, a little bit of a different type of skin tone. All right. I think I'll leave the green the way it is. Okay. that might be it for the water medium, unless I decide to do some gelatos, excuse me, on the background. Or distress inks. I like the distress inks a lot too. I really am enjoying using those quite a bit. I think they're a lot of fun. So, this is almost dry up here. This just needs a little bit of time. Alright, I had to take a second to let that second part of the Inktense dry. I'm going to use some of my Jelly Roll pens to do like her star, her eye patch, and the lips, and her eyeshadow. So I'm going to pick, I'm always partial to the green. This Jelly Roll, I don't know if this is one of the Moonlights or not. It's like this neon green color. I love it. I'm always like using this one a lot. I'll do her eyeshadow with that. And then, I don't know what color to do the eye patch. Yeah, this is pretty much dry. It's slightly damp there, but by the time I like that. And I'm going to do some right there. The eye patch. So I'm bummed because this really bright pink one never worked. I don't know why I even keep it. It's like completely dried, even though, or something's blacking it. I don't know what the deal is, but I love it and I can never use it. It totally sucks. Totally sucks. I had to use the blue for the eye patch. Keith is watching American Pickers. He was watching Star Wars when I first started coloring this. And now he's shut that off and moved on to Pickers. I don't know if he's expecting a package today. He's kind of looking for the mailman, I think. And oops, I don't want to pull that out completely. I don't know if he's expecting something or not. But usually the mailman comes by now. But I think there's a lot of people shopping online these days. I'm sure because of the stimulus checks, but just because of boredom too. And so, I think I mentioned this in another video. Keith tipped our mailman the other day $20, and he was like, the mailman was like, "Oh no, man, that's okay. You know, you don't have to do that." And Keith was like, "Well, we have quite a few things coming." And mailman's like, "Well, I don't mind. That's my job, you know." But he ended up, he's like, "No, just take it, you know." And so hopefully that helps buy us some good brownie points with the mailman. Because it's always good to have the mailman on your side, right? When you're expecting a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I think these are those Moonlight pens, and they show up really good over black, so that's why I like them. And I know there's more colors because I've recently seen them on someone else's channel, but I can't remember who off the top of my head. And somebody else swatched them next to the old ones. Who was that? Lisa's Coloring Corner, maybe? Maybe? I saw a video. That could be. I can't remember. I'm terrible. I think that's who it was. And she, I think she swatched the new ones next to the old ones. I think. is how that was. So now I want the new set too. Although I think there was like a lot of gray ones in there, and I don't know if I would really use the gray ones that much, you know, but still. And then I gotta do something. I want to color her eye. Let's use purple for the inside of her eye. Oops, this is... I know that blue is probably not dry, so I'm going to be careful. Actually, I'm just going to color that whole little area in there. Alright, now I'm going to use Prismacolors and kind of just highlight and shade a little bit, maybe with her hair and her skin. Just a little bit. I mean, not very much at all. Because I'm happy, you know, with it the way it is, but I can never just leave something alone. I've always got to fiddle with it. Because that's how I am. And then we can figure out some kind of a background. Although, I don't always feel like this book needs backgrounds, and I don't put it in everything. I don't put a background in every single one. I'll move my sharpener over here. I grabbed my sharpener. It was upstairs on the table, and so I had to go get it. And I got my Prismacolors up here. So, let's see. What do I want to do? Start with her hair. It feels pretty dry. Alright, we'll do the hair. So, what's this color? Crimson Lake. Get it nice and sharp. Although my battery is about to die, so it might go rrr. Okay. I like this pencil sharpener. It gives a good tip, you know, on the pencils. I like it. It's very easy for me. I always tease Keith and I tell him that this is my most favorite Christmas present that he ever gave me. Because I use it constantly, you know. I do. I use it all the time. I just love it. I love it. So I don't really have anything much to talk about. I was watching Survivor. Survivor ended last week. Do you guys watch Survivor? It's so funny because I used to watch it faithfully years ago. And then I kind of quit watching it, and then I started back up with this season. So this season that just got done was Winners at War. So it was all people that had previously won. So I recognized some of the players. I was familiar with some of them, but not all of them. And I really enjoyed watching it this season. And I was happy with who won and everything like that. So that was cool. And I always think, I asked Keith, I go, are you thinking about getting that CBS All Access? And he goes, because he likes those Star Trek shows that are on there. And he found out there's a new one coming out. It hasn't even been filmed yet, though. And I asked him, I'm like, are you thinking about getting that CBS All Access? And he was like, no, why? I said, well, because I saw in the commercial that you could watch all seasons of Survivor on that. And I would be really interested in those. But I don't want to get it just for that. So we'll see. I might not get them at all. But it's just kind of funny. Making sure you can still see this. Okay. Turn it this way. I'm always turning my book like this way and that way and upside down way and every which way. So, yeah, so Survivor ended last week. And before that, I was watching, let's see, I had something, on Tuesday nights, I was watching Biggest Loser, and that ended. And I don't think I'm going to watch that again when it picks back up again. I didn't enjoy it like I used to. It was too touchy-feely. I'm like, I'm not into that crap. I mean, I know I shouldn't say that, but I'm not. I just, like, I'm a sensitive person, you know, I have feelings, I'm kind and loving and everything, but sometimes they're just way too touchy-feely, you know, it's like, I understand every person has, you know, different reasons for why they have maybe overweight or a weight issue, like, I have a weight issue, you know, and but to be honest with you, I have a weight issue because I like to eat food and I'm not as active as I should be for as much as I eat. And that is why I have a weight issue. like nobody ever says that. People are always like, "Oh, I gained weight because my parents were mean to me, or I was in a relationship, or that was bad. I have low self-esteem." And I know those are all valid reasons. So please, if that's what you feel about yourself, don't think I'm discounting that, because I'm not. It's just that I don't think everybody is like that. Like, I think I'm overweight because I like to eat. I overeat things that I shouldn't. And I don't exercise enough. That's why I'm overweight. It's not rocket science in my case. But they never seem to want to just say that about people. Like, it always has to be some kind of drama, you know, and I don't know. I don't always buy into that. So it was just, like I said, too touchy-feely for me. That's not how I roll for the most part. And so I don't think I'll be watching it again. And then let's see, on Wednesday nights at 10, we are watching Destination Fear on the Travel Channel, and I like that show, you know, but it doesn't have to be watched right then, because you can DVR it, it's on demand, you know, all that stuff, so it's not a big deal. But really, other than that, there's not much that, you know, I watch, so we haven't been watching too much of anything, to be honest with you. I'm looking for a pink. I think I'm going to choose hot pink because, no, not hot pink, neon pink. It's always my favorite. Neon, yeah, neon pink. You can tell it's getting kind of short. Come on, Sharpener, you can do it. There we go, a little bit more. I actually have backups of this color because I love it so much. I love it so much that I bought, last time I was at Blick's, I bought, like 2 extra open stock of it because I like it so much. It just makes me happy, this color does. I reach for it quite a bit. Let's see, down here, put some. That's one of the things, like, of all the stores I would love to be able to go to and shop in store right now, it would be Blick's. I would love to be able to go over there. I don't know if they're doing, because I have one near me, you know. I don't know if they're doing curbside. I should ask. I never even thought about that, about calling to see if they're doing curbside pickup there. Or are they waiting until the stay-at-home orders? I don't know. I should find out. Because the one here gets a lot of, we have 2 in the Detroit area, I should say. And one of them is not near me. One is further up in Royal Oak. But the one that's near me is in Dearborn. And there are a lot of colleges around here, the University of Michigan, Wayne State University, Eastern Michigan University, and so I know that there's like a lot of art students that probably buy supplies there. But since everything, all the schools have shut down, although I think they went to like online courses, I don't know. That'd be interesting. I'd like to find out because I would for sure go up there. Of course, I don't really need anything. I mean, there's nothing that I can't get online, really. And the whole point of going is to browse. I like to browse. It's a small store, though, so it's not like you have a lot of places to go, but I do like to browse there. Keith likes going there, too, because he likes sculpting. He's always been into sculpting. He likes working with clay and does model kits and different things like that. Molds and whatnot. And he likes browsing their clay and sculpting materials and everything. So we go there here and there. I think I probably went. I haven't been since last summer, I don't think. Probably when I picked up my extra. I needed probably some white Prismacolors, and I got a couple of these. I got a couple more of my Cobalt Turquoise. I think that's the shade. But I wouldn't mind getting some more Jelly Roll pens. Alright, so let's see. Oh, that's pretty over that. I don't have a plan. I never have a plan when I color, hardly ever do I have a plan. I just do my thing, you know? And that's one of the reasons, like I said, why I like these books so much, because you just do what you want to do. That's pretty. I still haven't ordered that Mystica. I'm really wanting that. But I'm just waiting till things kind of go more back to normal. Dahlia Purple right here. I'm going to sharpen it. Until things kind of go back to more normal with the post office. Because I'm not worried about not getting it now. Like in the beginning, I was a little bit concerned about that. But I just think the mail's moving slow. So, and I have ordered a lot of stuff lately. However, I wouldn't mind having that. I really, really want it. So I was going to order it from... Actually, well, I was going to order it from Etsy, of course. And then I saw it even on eBay, from Korean sellers on eBay. But it was the same price. And since I've shopped with those sellers on Etsy before, I figure, well, you might as well just stick to the person that you know is reliable, since you know, the price is the same and everything. That makes me think, too, I was curious about getting, I was talking a little bit about those pulp ribbon watercolors. So I have found those on eBay for $42 with free shipping, this set of 24. Now, the seller has like 100% feedback. I'm always worried about knockoff products, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, I was intrigued with the idea of taking the plunge with that. But I just don't know. However, I also have a $5 off coupon with eBay right now. So I don't. Oh, I broke my pencil lead. Shit and shinola. Alright, it's gonna take me a minute, you guys, because I'm gonna have to sharpen this from, you know. Alright. So what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, so I have a $5 off coupon too, and that would put them, you know, what, 36 bucks? No. No. Well, they were $42.99, so $38 in free shipping. I mean, am I talking myself into that right now? Because I kind of feel like I'm doing that. I kind of feel like I'm talking myself into it right now. Right now. Remember that song by Howard Jones? I think it was Howard Jones. Right here, right now. There's no other place I wanna be. Oh. Alright, so let's flip her around and see how she looks right side up with her hair. I like that purple in the middle. That's kind of fun. I'm wondering, do I want to add some of that dahlia purple around some other areas too? I'm thinking yes. I'm thinking maybe just a little bit. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. No. I'm not going to do that. Change my mind. Change my mind. Alright, so now let's color her skin a little bit more. What color do I want to use? Let me get a yellow. And I like my canary yellow is my favorite one. This is another one that I need a back. I think I have one backup of this one. I love my canary yellow. Makes me super happy. Alright, let's just add a little bit in here. I don't want to get down too far. I don't want to move you guys out of camera, out of frame is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Alright, what color do I want to do? Let's do just a little bit of light right here. Why am I whispering? I'm like Bob Ross. We're gonna do a happy little yellow right here. Alright, let's put that one aside, and then let's find... Shall we use it? No, let's use a pink, but I don't want to use the neon. Let's just do plain old regular pink. That is a shade that I have completely embraced recently. It's just the plain pink. I'm really, really liking it with skin. And it doesn't matter what skin I'm doing, whether I'm doing like real skin, like, you know, or this kind of fantasy type stuff. I just really like it. Maybe I'll go back to that Dahlia Purple. Throw some of that in there. Yep, I'm going to do that. Take some of this Dahlia Purple. Oops, that got a little bit darker than I wanted it to. I don't need this cardstock under here anymore because I'm not using any wet stuff. So remember I recently hauled that Stephen King book, The Outsider, and I'm a little bit more than halfway finished with it. Oh, so good. I've been creeping myself the heck out on it. Love it. Love it. It's good and spooky. But now, it didn't cause me to have a bad dream because this happened before. I think this happened before I started reading that. But I've mentioned before in other videos, like, I'm prone to get bad dreams. I've always been that way. It doesn't matter whether I watch a movie or read a book or anything. I just have a tendency to get bad dreams, you know. And, man, and I told you Keith's been sleeping upstairs to be closer to his dad. He sleeps in the living room. And, I don't know, it was probably a good, maybe 2 weeks ago. In the middle of the night, he came down and he woke me up. I was screaming. He said you could hear it through the whole house. Like, I was just screaming. And he was like, do you remember in the morning? He said it was really hard to wake me up. And he asked me in the morning if I remembered what I was dreaming. And I said, yeah, yes, I do. Oh, it was terrible, you guys. I was dreaming that I was possessed by a demon, and it was like contorting my arms and hands like all crazy, and it was like making me like, you know, my hands are twisted anyways, but it was like twisting my arms back behind my head and being like all creepy and everything. Oh, it was awful, and I was screaming in my dream, and ugh, it was like, just like in one of those horror movies when someone's possessed and all of a sudden their arms and legs start contorting and doing like all this freaky stuff. That's what I was dreaming. I'm going to bring this down a little bit more. So yeah, I'm a freak. I mean, seriously. Alright, where's my yellow? I kind of like that, huh? That skin looks good. She's got like a sunset face. I need to hold this page so it doesn't move, but I don't want to make a shadow. There we go. How fun. Yeah. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? I like that base. Alright, let me do a little bit on her neck. Just the slightest bit. turn it this way. Throw in some of that yellow. Fun. Alright, let's find something to shape up this dress a little bit. This one will work. Peacock blue, I think. I got a new swing. So if you've been with me for a while, you know, like my swing is my favorite thing in our yard. Well, it's on our patio, actually, on the back patio, but I'm always on the swing. I filmed from the swing when the weather's good and everything. Well, the thing with our swing, is that it's in the back of the house. Well, since Keith's dad is, having some problems with his needing more attention from us, and, with his mom and her dementia and everything, we always go outside. We used to always go outside and drink our coffee out back in the summer and everything like that. But now we don't want to be out back because it's too far away from the front of the house, like where they are. And so, but we still want to be able to be like outdoors as much as we can. So, we got another swing, and because I love that one we have so much, and so does Keith. It's a great swing. It's totally sturdy. We got it at Lowe's. We actually ordered another one of the exact same one. So we're putting it came the other day, but the weather's been so crappy that he hasn't put it together yet.